Well, I want to dig more into those initiatives and the well certification as well as the safety rating. But let's take a step back. Tell me a little bit more about your background and what drives your passion in this area.
Yeah, I could really when I think about that, I could think of a specific incident that really clicked a light switch for me. I've been in my background professionally has been in the commercial interiors industry, in business development, and primarily textiles, mostly commercial flooring. And at the time, I had just moved back up from Atlanta to the Northeast to New York, and I was working for a relatively small organization that was in a mid-rise, eighth floor of a mid-rise building. So I walk in pretty much before anybody was there. It was around 6 o'clock in the morning. And as I'm walking into the elevator, a gentleman is walking out with a spray bottle and a rag. And we kind of crossed each other. And I get into the elevator and the doors closed. And I immediately started gagging and my eyes started watering. He was in there cleaning the elevator as he did every morning, unbeknownst to me, to that extent, but with it must have been a very highly concentrated ammonia product because I have a relatively strong disposition, but it kind of knocked me out. I came out of the elevator on the eighth floor, got changed. I was still gagging and coughing, and my eyes were red and watering. Yeah, and the long and short of that story is that I started feeling sorry for myself because the presentation went horribly, and I was not on my game. Of course, I was not at my best from a well-being standpoint, and therefore from a productivity standpoint. But at the end of the day, my employer really suffered the most because there was a missed opportunity from a business standpoint. The meeting did not go well. There was a financial cost to that because it got me on a red eye last minute. The cost of a luncheon, all these things that go into meeting with and spreading the word of your product was all mitigated because of the inability to really give a top-notch performance. But the guy that was in the elevator with that toxic, highly concentrated substance, he does that every day. He
Every day.
goes in, he does that every day. He goes home to his family every night. And he really did not have the same choices that I had to make a change. And that's really who we think about, who's thinking about these people, who's thinking about their health and well-being. We feel as though that's a social responsibility.